And a welcome here inside of Avicolli is on the corner of Route 57 and Wetzel Road in Liverpool, New York. We're very happy to be here with you as Wake Up Call with Dan Tortora is here every single month supporting Liverpool Warriors athletics. And we are here today with the Liverpool softball team who has already won their Section 3 Class AA championship and is fighting for states. Let's give them a round of applause, show them some love. Very excited about everything they've done already this season as they continue to fight here, and I'm very proud to be here for part one of our conversation with Olivia Coleman and Ava Falvo. So Olivia and Ava, how are you?
Good. How are you?
Very well, thanks for asking. Ava, I'm going to start with you. So bring me into, we were here at the beginning of the season. There were hopes on what this team wanted to do, and now we're seeing a team still fighting for the opportunity of a state title. How sweet is that to have your goals come to fruition up to this point?
Honestly, it's just like amazing because in the beginning of the season, we didn't really know what we were like getting into. We just like played every game like it was just a regular game, and we made it really far.
What was it? I mean, like you said, you went game by game. How did this team stay focused?
Honestly, just like we do a lot of team bonding. We all hang out together. We're all good friends inside and out of school. So just honestly, when we play, we're just like we play as one, and that helps a lot.
You said before the show, and I'm sorry to blow up your spot, you said you have no problem talking about yourself.
Yes.
So what is that? Just a confidence you've always had?
Kind of. I just like talking.
So is there a future in broadcasting for that?
Yeah, that's actually what I want to do. I want to go into college and do that.
Okay, all right, awesome. Well, obviously the 18 plus years here, I love it. You definitely realize if you love it or if you think you love it.
Yeah.
There's a big difference, and doing it and being able to tell stories and connect people and make the world small is really a fun part of it. So if you could interview anybody in the world, who would you choose to interview if you were doing a show right now?
If I was doing a show right now, probably like Derek Jeter. I love like sports. I love the Yankees.
All right, like Derek Jeter. I like that. I could roll with that. So why? Just have you always been a Yankees fan?
Yeah, my family just always loved the Yankees.
They've started off pretty strong.
Yeah.
So hopefully it stays that way. Olivia, you're nodding your head. Are you a Yankee fan as well?
Yeah.
Okay, all right. Is there a lot of players on the team that are Yankee fans?
I think so, probably.
Now, you're going down to Long Island to continue on the playoffs here, so you won't be too far away from the Yankees. So what does that mean to you that this softball team gets to go down to a place that has a team and houses a team that you care about so much?
It feels surreal. Like, it doesn't feel real that, like, it's such a special moment, and it's like, if we're in it, it's like, doesn't feel real. This is not working.
No, okay, just hold it like this, hold that. There you go. Go ahead. So you said it's surreal to you?
Yeah, it doesn't feel like it's actually happening, especially it's like so special, and we fought so hard to be in this spot. So it's like a reward for us.
And you said, it feels surreal to be here in this moment. Was there ever a time during the season where you felt like this could happen?
I think after the sectionals game when we won, it was like such an accomplishment for us that like we can't stop now. We have to go all the way.
And keeping the team focused, staying humble at this time, is it difficult, or do you feel like this team has not had really an issue staying focused?
Sometimes I think our coach brings us back and it's like, hey, still gotta work, like we're not done yet.
Yeah. So bringing you back, like you're saying, you're not done yet, to stay focused and stay with it. When were those moments that you feel like the team needed to have a pep talk?
After the sectionals game, we were all hype, and then we got back when coach was like, hey, we're still working, we still have the regionals game, like we can go to states, like this is it, like give it all you can on the field this game and see where we can go.
And Ava, I want to go back to you with this. Bringing up Coach Phil DeAugustine, coming to this team and being a part of Liverpool and leading you after spending so much time in the world of softball over the years. What does it mean to you to have him as a coach?
I mean, honestly, it's good because he obviously has a lot of experience, coached a lot of teams, gone really far. But yeah, so it's good. I mean, I feel like our team, we're really good. Like, we know each other, we know how we play. I feel like obviously having a good coach helps that a lot.
When a coach comes in and you all already know each other, how did it all come together?
I feel like he had to learn like a lot about us, and like because like we're like other teams, but at the same time it's like I feel like we're really like connected. We're all good friends, and sometimes like during practice we like to like joke around and stuff, and I feel like he had to take a lot of time getting to know us and how we work for it to like come together.
Olivia, you're nodding. Do you feel like it's an interesting approach that Ava took, which is saying that the coach had to get to know you guys, to get to know kind of your personalities?
Most of the girls on the team have been playing together for like their whole life, all of their softball careers, so we kind of welcomed him into our family that we already had, and the friendships that we had already made. So Coach D he is always welcome to be in our softball family.
And so for you, going through this, and like you said, a lot of you haven't played together your whole lives pretty much. Who are some of the teammates that you have that you remember maybe early memories of playing the game of softball with?
My girl Lily, we've been playing together since 7th grade, modified with Coach Jackson. We were captains on the modified team, and she's just been my best friend since then. So.
My dog is named Lily, so Lily is a good name. That's a good thing, Lily. That's a good thing. It's a positive thing. So, is it Lill or Lily? That's the right way to do it. So, there's a correct way to spell Lily. So you said you've been best friends for such a long time. What does it mean to you to take this ride with your best friend?
It's so much fun. Every time I come to practice, I look forward to seeing her. We always have a good time together on the bus to and from games. I always look forward to seeing her and laughing with her. And after the game, we take pictures, and she's always the first person that I go to hug after we win.
And I asked that, and it's amazing how some people don't remember, but I say after like a big win, who's the first person that you've hugged? And it was funny because I talked to two individuals that hugged each other, and one of them remembered and the other one didn't. So the first person that you go to hug is it always Lily?
Yeah, I think so. Always Lily.
So to celebrate this sectional championship and then regional championship, bring me into those moments of celebration and just what went through your head at those two moments with this team this year.
It was crazy. It was like midnight when we won the sectionals game. We all raced out of the dugout and dogpiled on Gracie after she scored, and it was so crazy. It still feels surreal that it even happened. Like we were all so excited and just jumping up and down and screaming and getting the green shirts that we've been wanting for so long, and then it was so exciting.
Ava, what about you? Who's the first person that you remember hugging?
Definitely Mackie, my best friend Mackie. After every game, we always talk, we always hug, every win, every loss, always talk about the game.
Okay, you said your best friend, so for how many years? Or forever?
Since like 3rd, 4th grade.
Okay. And how would you describe her personality?
Crazy.
Crazy how? Oh, I know crazy how. There's good crazy and then there's crazy crazy. So.
Both.
The look that she just gave you was crazy. So.
She's crazy. She's funny. We're always laughing.
And these friendships, these bonds, you heard Olivia talk about it. It's got to be really amazing and special to not only go through this as teammates, but when your best friend is there with you. I mean, this is something that you'll be able to remember, look back on forever. And what does that mean to you to know that you have that? You have your teammates, and then you have your best friend sitting there with you on the bus as this is happening.
I mean, it's amazing because I know that we're always gonna when we're in college, out of college, we're always gonna look back and remember playing together.
We do a piece of Wake Up Call called "Tell Me Something Good," and Ava, I would love for you to tell me something good about Olivia.
About Olivia, how every time we're at practice or anywhere, she can always make someone laugh.
Okay, is it accidental humor or is she very funny?
She's funny, and whenever you're sad, she always makes someone happy.
Have you ever seen her not be happy?
Yes.
You have? Who brings up Olivia when she's not happy?
Lily.
Lily? Okay, fair enough. I like that. I like that there's a line of bringing that happiness up. Olivia, tell me something good about Ava.
I was gonna say that she's funny too, but I'll think of something now. She says everything.
Nice.
She's always in a good mood. Like for the most part, every time that I've seen her, she can.
There's a lot of looks.
Every time that I've seen her. Apparently I'm lying. She's not in a good mood.
I have a guest. Hello.
Yeah, you can have a guest hello. Yes. So you said she's funny. Your teammates didn't agree with you that she's always in a good mood.
I think she is. All the time. All the games that we go to, she's always ready to work, and she's just like,
Okay.
let's get the game over with, let's go, come on.
All right, fair enough. So, being a part of this team, and I'll stay with you, Olivia, on this. Being a part of this year's team, how would you describe all of the different personalities that make up the team?
There's definitely, everybody has their own personality, and like you think that it wouldn't work because we're all so different, but it actually works out really well. Like we're all our own person, and we communicate with each other really well, in my opinion. Even though we all have strong opinions and we voice them strongly, it works out in the end.
Ava, would you agree? Strong opinions that find a way to work together?
Yes, we all have very strong personalities, but they all come together and we're always having fun.
Who has the strongest personality on the team, Ava?
I would say either me, Gracie, or Mackie.
Okay. What about you, Olivia?
I would say Julia.
Oh yeah, Julia.
Julia agrees. So you both talked about being funny. So we'll go to the other side of this. Who is the most serious on the team, Olivia?
Lauren.
Tristan for sure.
No, Lauren.
Tristan and Lauren.
Tristan and Lauren? Okay. Who's the quiet leader? Who's the one that leads well but doesn't say much?
Cassie for sure.
Okay. All right. You're in agreement on these. Who's the most vocal? Ava? What would you say?
Probably Julia.
Probably Julia, yeah.
Julia for sure.
Julia agrees with that as well. So before we get into rapid fire, as you continue on, I think what's great about this is, like I said, we got to sit here in this booth at Avicolli's on the corner of Route 57, Wetzel Road in Liverpool, right down the road from Liverpool High School at the beginning of the season, and there was those hopes and the desires of what you could do. And to see what you have done, sectional championship and regional championship, and now you have the chance to continue to move forward. You have a game this weekend, Saturday, June 11th at 9 a.m., and it's against Massapequa in Long Island. Ava, your thoughts on what's to come?
We have done a lot of research, looked at all their stats. I just feel like we have to go into it like we've been going into every other game, just serious, ready to play, and just play it like another game. Because honestly, it's just such a big accomplishment that we've already made it this far. Why stop now?
Olivia, what would you say about staying focused right now?
We just got to keep working at practice this week. It's an exciting experience. Either we win or lose, so I think that we need to enjoy it, especially it being my senior year. It's kind of like a fun way to end the season for sure.
It's got to be a heck of a senior year.
Oh, yeah.
To be playing in June.
For sure.
It's pretty remarkable. Does practice get more fun at this time of year? Or is there still parts of practice that you're not looking forward to?
I feel like some days I don't look forward to practice so much, but
Okay. All right. What about you, Ava? Does practice get more exciting at this point in the season?
I think because we have something to look forward to, even more. I think we're all just so excited to go to Long Island and play that it's more fun.
And going to Long Island and representing Liverpool means what to you, Ava?
everything. It's crazy. I can't believe that. Like last year we lost sectionals. It was a really hard game. We didn't have like the season we wanted to. And to come back, win sectionals, regionals, go to states, it's insane.
Olivia, for you, as you obviously heard Ava talk about, to continue to win and to come forward farther than you did last season, what's it like for you to be able to rep Central New York and Liverpool on Long Island?
It's so exciting. Like every day we go to school and everyone's saying congrats, congrats, good job with your game. Like it's just, it feels so like crazy and exciting that we are in this position and that not a lot of other teams get to do it. So it feels like such like an important thing to be a part of.
Gotta go get my scholarship, everyone.
Backpack. Leo's car.
So, before we get into rapid fire, a final point here. You've had so much taken away from you. What did that teach you coming through these last couple of years of knowing that you weren't really responsible on whether or not you continued forward when the game was taken away from so many?
It taught me for sure to just enjoy it while you can, because you don't really know when your last game is or your last practice or even with COVID your last day at school for that matter. Like everything got messed up that 2020, so it's just now appreciate everything that you can do now and take advantage of it.
Ava, what about you? What about everything that we've gone through has made you more appreciative of right now in this moment where you are in control of your future?
I just feel like, yeah, like you don't know when the last time you're going to go to practice is, the last time you're going to like see your friends, when COVID could just like take it away like that. And I really feel like it just makes everyone appreciate like playing like more, because you never know, especially with like high school, you never know when like your season's going to end and stuff like that.
Ava Falvo and Olivia Coleman here with me inside of Avicolli's as we are here in a wake-up call with Dan Tortora special celebrating Liverpool Warriors softball as they have already won a Section 3 Class AA title, a regional title, and are working toward a state title. It is time to get into rapid fire. So, you guys get to ask me too, I get to ask you too. Ava, you get to start things off and ask me.
When did you start like interviewing people and why? Like what made you, like what inspired you to start that?
I started my career a little over 18 years ago. And what got me into it is I've always loved to meet people, always loved making friends. I like telling people stories, and I like showing people that they matter. So I think for me, it was always my mom always told me, she said, when you walk into a room of strangers, you own that room. And she said, you're the only one that can walk. She said, you and I walk in there in 500 strangers and you walk out and you make a bunch of friends. And so I love building bridges, I love building relationships, and I love just getting to tell stories and get to learn about people and show people that there is this great positive side of the world that we really should be paying attention to. So I don't get to work. I mean, that's how I look at it. Every day for me is play. So I'm working, but I don't feel like I'm working. I feel like I'm just having a good time. So with that being said, Ava, my first question for you, let's get into music.
Music.
Yes. So you have control of the tracks that you're going to listen to on the way down to Long Island. Give me 3 tracks that you would play on repeat.
3 tracks?
And Lily is not happy that you have control of the music. 3 tracks.
And my favorite artist is Kanye. Anything Kanye, anything Drake, and anything Morgan Wallen. But I love Kanye.
Okay, so anything Morgan Wallen or Kanye?
Yeah.
All right. Why do you love Kanye so much?
I just love Kanye's music because you can always just sing to it. Like it's just so good.
Yeah. The Donda was a little.
I didn't like that one. I'm more of like an old Kanye.
Yeah, I think old Kanye was the college dropout, like all that.
Yeah.
Old Kanye was good.
New Kanye.
Within the marriage to Kim and post-marriage, not good Kanye.
Yeah.
If you attach yourself to a Kardashian, your career's over. That's what usually happens.
Yeah.
All right, Olivia, what's your first one for me?
So you're an Marywood alum, if I remember correctly.
I am a Marywood alum. Yeah, wore my sweatshirt.
I will be attending there in the fall.
Yes.
And I just wanted to know if you majored in broadcasting when you went there.
I did. I majored in digital media and broadcasting, but in overall communication arts. I acted, I did screenwriting there, I produced, directed, I built a set, did lighting, graphics. So I tried to do as much as I possibly could to know the business, but yeah, I think to me, my Marywood education, it's what started my career. I started my professional broadcasting career at Marywood when I started MU courtside, and we got to do those games on Fox and my network, and we got to broadcast out to, I think, at least 10,000 people within the area, so on our channel, and then I was on the radio, and we got to do that too, so Marywood it's literally where it all started for me, so I love Marywood. So you're going to Marywood, going off of that. What made you choose Marywood, and what are you excited about?
I knew that I wanted to be in a city to go to college,
Yeah.
but for all the colleges I visited, the city life wasn't like what I had envisioned. And then when I visited Marywood and spent the night in Scranton, it was just like what I envisioned for myself. So partly that, and then just the environment there was everyone I talked to was so welcoming and like eager to get to know me, and they have a really good program for what I'm going in. So
What are you doing?
I want to be a chiropractor, so we have a chiropractic program there. So.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
And it is the balance of, like, you are 4 minutes from the city of Scranton, but we're tucked away in this quiet, just beautiful campus where it feels safe.
Yeah.
And they've been able to do that for such a long time, and I think it's amazing because everything's there, but at the same time you feel like you're like by yourself in another world, which is really cool. All right, Ava, what's your last one for me?
When you were like in high school, what was your favorite class? Like math, science, like.
Yeah. When I was in high school, what was my favorite class? That's a good question. So I got to take an intro to business class, which was really cool. And I did a project if I was the general manager of the Jacksonville Jaguars, so that was fun. But I would say that was for 1 year, so I'll pick a class that I had like all the way through high school. I'd probably go with, I guess I would say social studies because I like learning about history. And I like, if you don't know where you were, you have no idea where you're going. And I think it would behoove the world right now to go back to the history book, read about all our problems, and realize we're kind of repeating some of them, or all of them. So I think we should definitely go back to social studies class and learn a thing or two about a thing or two.
Yeah.
So Ava, my last one for you. If you had to go on a road trip across country with one of your teammates that is not your best friend that you mentioned, so you got to pick somebody else, who would you go on a road trip with? The radio is broken, the air conditioning is broken, and it's just the two of you.
Definitely Lily.
Right. Lily's pissed about your music. That's why she'd be happy, because the radio is broken.
I just feel like we could talk about anything.
I love how you picked Lily, and Lily has just been totally negative.
Lily loves me. Lily loves me.
I drive you everywhere. That's why.
Lily already drives me everywhere, so she would be driving.
So, okay, so you would chance it with Lily.
Yeah.
Okay, all right, fair enough. Olivia, what's your last one for me?
If you could travel anywhere in the world, where would it be?
If I could travel anywhere in the world, where would it be? Well, I've been asked this before, and so I'll pick something different. I would probably I want to go to Hawaii. I definitely want to go to Hawaii because I've gotten to interview some football players that are coming and playing college ball from Hawaii, and I would love to know what it's like to experience it for myself. So probably that, but I always say Italy and Spain. That's where my family is, so I would definitely like to go see that. All right, Olivia, we're going to stay with travel. Which teammate would you never take a road trip with?
Gracie. 110% Gracie.
And why?
She complains about everything, and I don't want to listen to that.
That's you.
Okay, that's fine. I don't want to listen to you.
But every time I say something, you have to say something back to me.
I've never done a broadcast where there have been hecklers from their own team.
The peanut gallery over there.
What'd you say?
I said the peanut gallery over
I know,
there.
they're right here, right off camera.
Hey, dude.
John, how are you?
You'll all come say hi.
Shout out to John and the whole team here at Avicolli. Yeah. Can we give John a round of applause? Let's clap it up for John. John and I both have our, by the way, just so people know this, John's first Liverpool shirt and my first Liverpool shirt is Liverpool softball. My first one.
Let's go.
And that's thanks to Coach. So with that being said,
Yeah, Coach D.
we are going to take a step aside. Coach is going to join us, and we have another one of your teammates coming up here. God help them with the peanut gallery. But for Ava Falvo and Olivia Coleman, myself, Dan Tortora, this is Wake Up Call, on-site on location at Avicolli's, celebrating your Section 3 Class AA champs, your regional champs, and the opportunity for a state championship. We'll be back in a moment on YouTube.